It's your boy Chris P, Goonie Geek in the building. Today's topic is going to be my top 5 Mortal Kombat games. So without further ado, let's get started right away. Alright, so a little bit about myself. I've been a Mortal Kombat fan for the last 20 plus years. You know what I'm saying? I've been a fan of the original and the new timeline. I've been a Mortal Kombat fan of the movie Mortal Kombat Annihilation and Mortal Kombat 1 came out. Mortal Kombat, Defenders of Earthrealm, Mortal Kombat, Journey to Earthrealm, all that. You know what I'm saying? I've been following the franchise for a long time, and to include the comics. So, without further ado, I think I'm fully bona fide and qualified to speak on Mortal Kombat. So, let's get started on my top 5 video games. There are so many of them. Coming in at number 5, I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Mortal Kombat 11. Yes, folks, Mortal Kombat 11. Mortal Kombat 11 is the newest and latest Mortal Kombat game. Just got it like last week or 2 weeks, however it was. Yeah, I'm late, I know. But no, Mortal Kombat 11 is definitely a fun game to play. It definitely pays homage to the older games. I like the feel of it. I like Mortal Kombat X. It's fighting better, but small gripe. I just got the DLC part as well. The DLC, the Aftermath. I haven't touched it yet, the Aftermath part, but I like the fact that it does come with, you know, the Aftermath. And Shang Tsung is back, and the dude who plays Shang Tsung in the movie will be repressing his role. And yeah, it seems like a fun thing, you know. And I like playing as Shang Tsung. I like fighting with him, so that's a good thing about Mortal Kombat 11. It's how you say a deal is a deal. But yeah. Mortal Kombat 11 definitely feels like Mortal Kombat. I mean, no, most of Mortal Kombat feel like Mortal Kombat anyway. But no, Mortal Kombat 11, I definitely like the fact that, you know, Liu Kang is coming back as a good guy. You know, I like the fact that you can do your thing with Liu. Liu Kang is my favorite, by the way. It has an awesome roster. Like the roster, you finally get to play as Shao Kahn in the new age. I guess gaming systems. I'm not a big gamer, folks. I like video games, but I'm not one of those big, huge gamers. But like, yeah, we definitely got Shao Kahn, you know, repressing Outworld and taking over the throne. So yeah, Shao Kahn is in the game doing his thing. Kind of disappointed there's no Goro or Quan Chi or Reptile, but small gripes here and there. Definitely, we do have, you know, without Goro, we do have Shao Kahn. There's no Reptile. We don't have Ermac either. Dang, like what the? They kind of just lost points on my system for not having like some of the key roster players, I'd say. But no, Mortal Kombat 11, I definitely still like it. The storyline of Mortal Kombat 11 is phenomenal. Like I like the fact that this is going back in time and it's another like. Let's not Mortal Kombat 9. They altered the timeline. Well, this is kind of doing the same thing. It's mimicking that. Mortal Kombat X, the storyline for that was all over the place. So this is a big step up from that storyline and that conquest mode. And we're gonna give a shout out to Mortal Kombat 11 for doing that. And I definitely like the storyline of Mortal Kombat 11. So Mortal Kombat 11 gets number 5 for me. Moving on to number 4. Number 4 for me will be Mortal Kombat Deception. Yes. Mortal Kombat Deception is a heavy hitter. Mortal Kombat Deception was such a bad game because the Daily Alliance won. Like, you really got to see them just wreak havoc, and it's always a good thing when the bad guys win. Doesn't it feel great to see bad guys win? Raiden becomes dark and evil and tainted. We finally get, I know people don't like him, but Shujinko, Liu Kang gets brought back as a zombie. That was a hard to get thing back in the day because you had to, you know, not beat the game, but you had to play through conquest, do all types of cheats, and, you know, explore all the realms. I remember unlocking Liu Kang and I just was like, wow, enamored with that. We got the rise of the Dragon King. Onaga makes his on-screen presence. You know, that was an awesome thing. We finally got to see the legend of Onaga. Onaga is the big bad ruler of the Outworld, the true ruler of the Outworld. Onaga is so bad, Onaga is so bad, Shao Kahn had to cheat to beat the dude. Anytime Shao Kahn has to cheat to beat you, that should tell you a lot about the character. So yeah, shout out to Onaga. Onaga, he didn't make the game just great. The game was great just on the fact that it had, you know, the best conquest mode ever made. Well, aside from another Mortal Kombat game, which we will soon to reveal. But nah, Mortal Kombat Deception's Conquest, fun. The puzzle combat, fun. That's not Mortal Kombat for this one, but nah. Puzzle combat, fun. Fighting, fun. Classic dynamic kind of touch to a 3D game. Wow, what I mean by that is like you kind of had like the 2D prior Mortal Kombat games backgrounds. You know, it's not a small thing for maybe some people, but I'm a nostalgic guy, so it's like it kind of felt like that gritty Mortal Kombat feeling when playing Mortal Kombat Deception. And in a nutshell, that's how I took it. Yeah. It also had like a great fun crypt. Like the crypt was a thing introduced to us Mortal Kombat heads and Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. But nah, it came back in this game, and it was fun to explore. I always loved the content, like the extra content on Mortal Kombat Deception and Deadly Alliance. But right now we're talking about Deception. But Mortal Kombat Deception was a game changer. We love Mortal Kombat Deception. Us true Mortal Kombat fans. Mortal Kombat Deception gets number 4. Coming in at number 3. Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Yes, still stay tuned to this video. Mortal Kombat Armageddon, it's a good game. Despite all the people, you know, that hate on it and say what they want to say about it, Mortal Kombat Armageddon gave us every single Mortal Kombat combatant there was beforehand. So yeah, let's not forget about that. It also gave us a great creative fighter, the Conquest mode, I believe. I haven't played it in years. The story mode, it was fun. We got to play as Dagon. I believe, is it Dagon and Taven? One of Taven and Dagon, the brothers. Yeah, running around and doing, you know, stuff as Taven was definitely fun. I mean, you cannot hate that. That was a fun thing. The creative fighter, if you don't like anything else, who did not love being able to create a Mortal Kombat fighter? Let me know that. That's the funnest thing about the game. Knock it off. Yeah, knock it off. You know daggone well you love being able to play as daggone well you love being able to play as your own Mortal Kombat character that you made. So yeah, that's a game changer and it has not been replicated yet. So for that reason, and the fact that it's all the characters beforehand on one game, Motaro does, you know, come half-assed, literally. But so what? Mortal Kombat Armageddon is a fun game. Mortal Kombat Armageddon. And we had Puzzle Combat, not Puzzle Combat, we had Mortal Kombat. You had to roll around like a Mario Kart, volume Mario Kart heads. You know what I'm saying? We had a Mortal Kombat version of Mario Kart inside the game. So, without further ado, yes, Mortal Kombat Armageddon gets number 3. Moving on to number 2. Mortal Kombat 2. Yes, folks. Yes, folks. Mortal Kombat 2. I don't even think that's not any true Mortal Kombat head's second favorite game. Mortal Kombat 2 changed the franchise. Like Mortal Kombat 2 brought us what Mortal Kombat will forever feel like. You know, all classic fighters, all the best people in one game of the franchise. Well, I might be reaching on that one, but yeah. Mortal Kombat 2 was the game changer. Mortal Kombat 2 was my first Mortal Kombat game I've ever played. So that actually helped me fall in love with the series. So Mortal Kombat 2, just for that nostalgic reason, probably will always have the number 2 spot on my Mortal Kombat favorite list anyway. Besides, it was a fun and probably the hardest game to beat. Mortal Kombat, well, one of the hardest Mortal Kombat games to beat. We should do another video, like what is the hardest Mortal Kombat game? But yeah, Mortal Kombat 2, great story, great characters. We finally get Shao Kahn, the big bad boss, makes his final first appearance on screen. And we get to see him just as the minister person he is. Then we also had Kentaro. We also, for the first time, you get to play as Shang Tsung. I mean, Shang Tsung is not on the. I like Shang Tsung a lot, but I don't think he's on the same level as Shao Kahn. But like, nah, Mortal Kombat 2 it's a classic game. It's a classic game, fun game, and it's the hardest game, and it's the best storyline in the Mortal Kombat franchise. I'm a particular fan of the Mortal Kombat 2 storyline. That's my favorite. Yeah, I might be biased on it, but yes, Mortal Kombat 2 gets my number 2 spot on favorite Mortal Kombat list. Coming in at number 1. Before we reveal our number 1 pick, my number 1 pick, I'm saying all like I'm with people, but let's go over some honorable mentions. First honorable mention is Mortal Kombat 4. Mortal Kombat 4, as it's been said before, is the mother of all fighting games. Mortal Kombat 4, despite all the hate that game gets, definitely is fun. Definitely was a classic. Definitely brought we finally, you could say, introduced the 3D 2D games. Mortal Kombat 4 was like the first Mortal Kombat game I owned. Not the first game I played, but the first one I owned. Mortal Kombat 4, it also it brings back family memories. So Mortal Kombat 4, I'm gonna give that as an honorable mention. Mortal Kombat 9. Mortal Kombat 9 is a great Mortal Kombat game. Unfortunately, Mortal Kombat 9 just does not have the nostalgic effect as it will probably later get. And I do prefer the original timeline over the new current timeline. Mortal Kombat 9 is a great game though, nonetheless. And what's another honorable mention? I'm gonna go ahead and give an honorable mention to Mortal Kombat Trilogy. Mortal Kombat Trilogy was the first time I got to actually play as all the other characters beforehand, and all characters were in one game. But we have Mortal Kombat Armageddon to top of Mortal Kombat Trilogy. But without further ado, number 1 is Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks is my favorite game because you got to play as Kung Lao and Liu Kang. And I kind of already hinted that I'm a big fan of the Mortal Kombat 2 storyline, so come on now, Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks should not be no surprise. That's my number 1. Liu Kang and Kung Lao are the best. I don't have nothing to say. Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks is the best Mortal Kombat game. It's a free roaming adventure game with a Mortal Kombat touch to it. Nothing like that. Well, I ain't gonna say nothing like that had ever been done. But it's just fun to play. Even I wish I still have my PS2, but I wish I could replay that game over and over again on the latest generation of video games because it's that fun. The funnest game, follows the Mortal Kombat 2 storyline. My favorite characters, you get to play as Kung Lao, Liu Kang, Scorpion, and Sub-Zero if you unlock them. So for all you Scorpion and Sub-Zero heads, they're in the jump too. So picture a game where you could just run around and play as your favorite combatant. Get that game, won't you? Chris P, Goonie Geek. This is my top 5 Mortal Kombat games. I'm out.